Imagine living your life with an unseen shackle binding you. This shackle isn't made of metal, but something far more powerful and insidious: unforgiveness. We've all been hurt by others: betrayal, heartbreak, injustice. These wounds run deep. But what if I told you that the key to unlocking your freedom from this pain lies within you? It's about making a conscious choice to break free from the chains of resentment and embrace forgiveness. Make sure you see this video to the end to know how it's very important to forgive and never hold resentments or grudges again. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to Wisdom for Seeker. Forgiveness is not a sign of weakness, but an act of incredible strength. It's a declaration that you refuse to be defined by the pain inflicted upon you. This journey won't be easy. It requires honesty, courage, and a willingness to confront the pain we've been carrying. Forgiveness is a path to liberation, both for ourselves and for those who have wronged us. It allows us to break free from the cycle of pain and resentment. For many, the concept of forgiveness is often misunderstood. True forgiveness is about acknowledging the wrong that was done, feeling the pain it caused, and then making a conscious choice to let go of the resentment and anger. Holding on to anger and resentment only hurts you in the long run. Forgiveness is not a gift you give to the person who hurt you, but a gift you give to yourself. When we refuse to forgive, we become prisoners of our own resentment. This constant negativity takes a toll on our mental, emotional, and even physical well-being. Unforgiveness can sabotage our relationships, hinder our personal growth, and prevent us from experiencing the joy and peace that comes with true inner freedom. Imagine carrying a heavy backpack everywhere you go. Inside are rocks, each one representing a past hurt, a grudge, a moment of injustice you've suffered. This is the burden of unforgiveness. It weighs us down, making it difficult to move forward with ease and joy. The weight of these rocks creates a breeding ground for negativity. It's time to put down the backpack, to release the rocks, and to embrace the liberating power of forgiveness. Unforgiveness is like a poison we willingly drink, expecting the other person to suffer. The bitterness, resentment, and anger fester within us, creating a toxic brew that contaminates our thoughts, emotions, and relationships. This mental loop keeps us stuck in the past, preventing us from moving forward. Unforgiveness doesn't just impact our mental well-being, it also affects our physical health. The mind and body are intricately connected. Chronic stress, often fueled by unforgiveness, releases hormones like cortisol and adrenaline, leading to a weakened immune system, high blood pressure, and other health issues. Muscle tension, headaches, and back pain are common complaints among those struggling with unforgiveness. By releasing the grip of unforgiveness, we allow our bodies to heal. Unforgiveness traps us in a cycle of replaying the past. We ruminate over the hurt, the anger, the injustice, like a hamster endlessly running on a wheel. This cycle of replaying the past is not only emotionally draining, but also incredibly unproductive. Breaking free from this cycle requires a conscious effort to shift our focus to the present moment. Our thoughts, emotions, and beliefs have a direct impact on our physical health. Holding on to unforgiveness can create a cascade of negative effects throughout our bodies. The stress hormone cortisol, released in response to perceived threats, plays a key role in this mind-body interplay. This constant state of hypervigilance takes a toll on our physical health, wearing down our bodies and making us more susceptible to illness. The good news is that choosing to forgive can promote healing and well-being. Studies have shown that individuals who practice forgiveness tend to have lower blood pressure, improved cardiovascular health, and better sleep quality. Forgiveness has also been linked to reduced chronic pain and a stronger immune response. By releasing the grip of resentment and anger, we free up our body's resources to focus on healing and repair. Forgiveness is a powerful tool that can help create the conditions for healing to occur. By releasing the grip of resentment and anger, we reduce stress and allow our bodies to shift from a state of constant defense to one of restoration and repair. Forgiveness doesn't mean condoning the actions of those who hurt us. It's about reclaiming our power, our peace of mind, and our physical well-being. When we hold on to resentment, we often believe we're punishing the person who wronged us. But the truth is, the person we're holding captive is ourselves. Resentment creates the illusion of control, but it keeps us tethered to the past. True power lies not in holding on to resentment, but in letting go. Forgiveness is a deliberate act of courage and compassion, a choice we make to release ourselves from the shackles of resentment. Imagine standing in front of a heavy prison door, the key in your hand. This key represents forgiveness. Forgiveness doesn't mean the pain magically disappears overnight. Healing takes time. But by choosing forgiveness, you begin the process of releasing the grip that the past has on you, creating space for healing and growth. Holding on to resentment keeps us tethered to the past, replaying the hurt, reliving the pain like watching the same painful movie on repeat. It prevents us from fully engaging in the present moment and from creating a brighter future. Forgiving, on the other hand, allows us to step out of the shadow of the past and into the light of a new day. It's like finally putting down a heavy burden we've been carrying for far too long. We might still feel the aches and pains from the weight, the scars from the wounds, but we're no longer weighed down by its constant presence. We're free to move forward, to breathe deeply, and to embrace the possibilities that lie ahead. Forgiveness doesn't mean forgetting. It's about transforming the pain into wisdom, the hurt into understanding. It's about learning from the experience, growing stronger as a result, and using our newfound wisdom to create a more compassionate and fulfilling life. Stepping out of the past requires courage, compassion, and a belief in our own resilience. It's a journey that takes time, patience, and self-compassion. But with each step we take towards forgiveness, we move closer to the freedom, peace, and joy that await us on the other side of resentment. Forgiveness, at its core, is a spiritual practice. It's about rising above the limitations of our ego. When we forgive, we tap into compassion, understanding, and love. Forgiveness allows us to see beyond limited roles. It enables us to recognize our shared humanity. We connect with a deeper part of ourselves. It's like climbing a mountain. As we ascend, the view expands. Throughout history, spiritual leaders from various faiths have emphasized forgiveness as a pathway to spiritual growth. From Christianity to Buddhism, Hinduism to Islam, forgiveness is a testament to our strength and capacity for love. Jesus taught to forgive us our trespasses, as we forgive those who trespass against us. This message emphasizes the reciprocal nature of forgiveness. Buddhism teaches that holding on to anger is like grasping a hot coal. We get burned. Hinduism emphasizes karma, suggesting our actions have consequences. Islam teaches that forgiveness is beloved by God and those who forgive are forgiven. These traditions converge on a fundamental truth. Forgiveness is essential for spiritual growth and inner peace. At its essence, forgiveness is an act of love, not the romantic, conditional love we often associate with relationships, but a deeper, more profound love that embraces all beings, regardless of their actions. It's a love that recognizes the inherent worth and dignity of every individual, even those who have caused us pain. When we hold on to anger and resentment, we close ourselves off from this universal love. We build walls around our hearts, protecting ourselves from further hurt, but also preventing love and compassion from flowing freely. Forgiveness, however, dissolves these walls. allowing love to flow once again, healing the wounds of the past and creating space for new beginnings. It's like opening a window in a stuffy room. Fresh air rushes in, clearing out the stale energy and inviting a sense of renewal. Forgiveness allows us to breathe deeply again, to experience the world with a more open heart and a greater capacity for love and connection. This alignment with love not only benefits us individually, but also has a ripple effect, extending outwards into our relationships and the world around us. When we choose forgiveness, we contribute to a more compassionate and understanding society, one where healing and reconciliation are possible, even in the face of great hurt and adversity. The spiritual benefits of forgiveness are profound and far-reaching. When we choose to forgive, we embark on a journey of inner transformation, cultivating qualities like compassion, empathy, understanding, and inner peace. This inner peace is not simply the absence of conflict or difficulty, but a deep sense of tranquility and well-being that arises from within, regardless of external circumstances. When we hold on to anger and resentment, our minds are like a stormy sea, constantly agitated, never finding rest. Forgiveness, however, calms the storm. It allows us to experience a deep sense of inner peace that is not dependent on external circumstances or the actions of others. It's a peace that comes from within, from a place of acceptance, compassion, and understanding. This inner peace is not a destination we arrive at overnight. It's a practice, a journey of self-discovery and transformation that unfolds over time. With each act of forgiveness, we cultivate greater inner peace, experiencing greater freedom from the weight of the past and a deeper connection to our true nature. As we cultivate inner peace through forgiveness, we become beacons of light in the world. We inspire others to do the same, creating a ripple effect of healing and transformation that extends far beyond ourselves. The spiritual harvest of forgiveness is abundant, enriching our lives and the lives of those around us. Forgiving others, especially when the hurt runs deep, can feel like an insurmountable task. It's a journey that requires courage, compassion, and a willingness to confront painful emotions we may have been suppressing for years. But like any journey, it begins with a single step, acknowledging the wound. Before we can even begin to think about forgiving someone, we need to acknowledge the impact their actions had on us. We need to allow ourselves to feel the pain, the anger, the sadness, the betrayal without judgment or self-criticism. This is not about dwelling in the negativity or replaying the hurt, but rather about honoring our own experiences and validating our emotions. It's like tending to a physical wound. We wouldn't ignore a cut or a broken bone, hoping it would magically heal on its own. We would clean the wound, bandage it, and give it time to heal. Emotional wounds require the same care and attention. By acknowledging the pain, we create space for healing to begin. This process of acknowledgement might involve journaling, talking to a trusted friend or therapist, or simply allowing ourselves to sit with our emotions in a safe and supportive environment. It's about honoring our own experiences, recognizing the impact of the hurt, and giving ourselves permission to feel without judgment. Only then can we begin to move towards forgiveness. Section 2. Cultivating empathy. Stepping into their shoes. One of the most challenging yet essential steps in the forgiveness process is cultivating empathy for the person who hurt us. This doesn't mean condoning their actions or minimizing the pain they caused. It's about trying to understand the factors that might have contributed to their behavior, recognizing that they too are human beings with their own wounds, insecurities, and struggles. It's about shifting our perspective from seeing ourselves as victims and them as perpetrators to recognizing the shared humanity that binds us. This doesn't excuse their behavior, but it allows us to see them with greater compassion and understanding. Imagine stepping into their shoes for a moment. What experiences might have shaped their worldview? What pain or insecurities might they be carrying that led them to act in hurtful ways? This exercise in empathy doesn't excuse their actions, but it can help us to see them as more than just the sum of their mistakes. Cultivating empathy doesn't happen overnight. It's a process that takes time, patience, and a willingness to challenge our own assumptions and judgments. It's about recognizing that we all have the capacity for both harm and healing, and that forgiveness begins with extending compassion to ourselves and to others, even those who have hurt us deeply. Section 3. The courage to release, letting go of the past. Holding on to anger is like gripping a hot coal, hoping to throw it at the person who hurt us. We are the ones who get burned. Forgiveness is like releasing the coal, letting it fall harmlessly. It's a deliberate act of courage, freeing ourselves from the past. Letting go doesn't mean forgetting or minimizing the hurt. It's about choosing how it affects our present and future. Acknowledge the pain, honor emotions, and decide to release anger. This release can take many forms. Letting go is a process, not a one-time event. With practice, the grip of the past loosens its hold on us. Section 4. The power of ritual. Symbolic acts of forgiveness. Rituals can be powerful tools for healing and transformation. Creating a forgiveness ritual symbolizes our commitment to letting go of the past. It might involve writing names and burning the paper, symbolizing release, or planting a tree, representing growth and healing. The act of creating and performing a forgiveness ritual can be incredibly cathartic. It's a way to honor our experiences and step into a future free from resentment. Forgiveness is a gift we give to ourselves, unlocking freedom and peace. Section 1. Unlocking your true potential. We've journeyed together through the complexities of forgiveness, exploring its profound impact on our emotional, mental, physical, and spiritual well-being. We've delved into the heavy weight of unforgiveness, the burden it places on our hearts and minds, and the insidious ways it can manifest in our lives, hindering our happiness and preventing us from reaching our full potential. But more importantly, we've uncovered the transformative power of forgiveness, the key that unlocks the chains of resentment and opens the door to a life of greater peace, joy, and freedom. Forgiveness is not a sign of weakness, but an act of incredible strength, a testament to our innate capacity for compassion, understanding, and love. It's about reclaiming our power, not by seeking revenge or holding on to anger, but by choosing to release the grip that the past has on us. It's about recognizing that true freedom lies not in controlling others or changing what has already happened, but in transforming ourselves, in choosing to meet hurt with compassion, and in breaking free from the cycle of pain and resentment. When we choose forgiveness, we unlock our true potential. We free ourselves from the limitations of the past and step into the present moment with open hearts and clear minds, ready to embrace the abundance life has to offer. Section 2. The ongoing journey of forgiveness. Forgiveness is not a destination, but a lifelong journey. It's a practice that requires patience, self-compassion, and a willingness to meet our own humanity with kindness and understanding. There will be times when old wounds resurface, when anger and resentment flare up, threatening to pull us back into the familiar patterns of the past. During these moments, it's essential to remember that forgiveness is not a one-time event, but an ongoing process. It's a commitment we make to ourselves, to our well-being, and to creating a more peaceful and loving world. It's about approaching these challenges with the same compassion and understanding we extend to others, recognizing that we are all works in progress, always learning, growing, and evolving. When we stumble on this path, as we inevitably will, let's offer ourselves the same grace and forgiveness we extend to others. Let's remember that every moment is an opportunity for a fresh start, a chance to choose love over fear, forgiveness over resentment, and to continue moving forward on this journey of healing and transformation. The path of forgiveness is not always easy, but it is always worth taking. With each step we take, we create a more peaceful world within ourselves and inspire those around us to do the same. Section 3. Embrace the freedom to heal. As we conclude our exploration of forgiveness, I invite you to embrace the freedom to heal. The freedom to release the burdens you've been carrying, to break free from the chains of resentment, and to step into the fullness of your being. The freedom to forgive yourself for past mistakes, to extend compassion to those who have hurt you, and to create a life filled with love, joy, and peace. Forgiveness is not about condoning hurtful actions or forgetting the past. It's about choosing to no longer be defined by the pain inflicted upon us. It's about reclaiming our power, our peace of mind, and our right to live a life free from the weight of anger and resentment. It's about recognizing that true healing begins within, and that by choosing forgiveness, we unlock a wellspring of compassion, understanding, and love that has the power to transform our lives and the world around us. Embrace the freedom to heal, embrace the power of forgiveness, and step into the light of a new day, ready to create a more beautiful and loving world both within and around you. If you found this video helpful, don't hesitate to share, like, and subscribe to Wisdom for Seeker of Truth for more soul-lifting content for your spiritual journey. Thanks for watching.